Dude, some of these legacy hardcore bands really still think it's the 80s. That reminds me, let's talk about Merauder. So last week some Merauder drama hit the timeline, but I was on excursion. I was out there digging for comic books in other parts of the world, okay? So I wasn't really around to cover this whole Merauder situation. Now, this isn't the first time that I covered Merauder on this channel. A couple years ago, Jorge Rosado, the lead singer, he cammed up in his car and he just started saying a bunch of crazy ass nonsense back in the day. So I commented on it, and a couple years went by, I didn't really feel the need to talk about Merauder. I wasn't talking about Jorge Rosado, not by a long shot. He was just not on my radar. But on my birthday, August 5th of this year, 2026, Merauder were out there in England and they were playing some shows. One of these shows, well, the promoter pulled out. The promoter was like, yo, we don't want anything to do with this whole, this Jorge guy, because he was posting some cringe and we don't like what he was posting. So this promoter, they pulled out of it. This caused Jorge to go into a tirade. This guy cammed up and he went on for minutes on end, just losing his mind. This was such a funny meltdown. Bro definitely crashed out. And today we're gonna go into absolutely every little bit of it. It's very sad. This guy shouldn't be on the internet. He shouldn't be on the road. It's time to pack it up, old man. You're looking very pathetic. You're looking very out of touch. It's the year 2026, my guy. And here we go. We're gonna break into this story right now. So if you're not familiar, Merauder, they're very famous for having that one record that was good. Master Killer, great record, okay? A couple years ago, I tried to listen to it to kind of like hate on it. I tried to listen to it, okay? To be honest. But I threw it on and I couldn't hate it no matter what. It is a great record. The songs, the riffs, the vocals, it's just a banger of a record. Problem is, they haven't really done anything of note ever since, okay? And he still just gets to walk around like he's the biggest, toughest shit in all of New York City, let alone the entire world, okay? Merauder, Jorge Rosado. So for this story, we're gonna go over to Lamb Goat, I guess, because they were around covering it when I was out on my excursion, and they said the following. Merauder's scheduled show for tomorrow, August 5th, at New Cross Inn in London, UK, has become a controversial affair. Promoter, Real Life Presents, have backed out of handling the gig, though the veteran New York hardcore outfit set currently appears to remain scheduled. Okay, jumping out of this. So it didn't even affect Jorge at all. It didn't even affect Merauder one bit. The show was not canceled. I need to be clear. The promoter just backed out of the show. The show was not canceled. The guy still got to play. The guy still got to show up. The guy still got to get paid. And that still led to the crash out that we're about to watch, okay? Keep all of this in mind. The show was not canceled. The guy was not silenced. The guy was not suppressed in any way, shape, or form. Just the promoter backed out and maybe a couple people typed a couple things on the internet and it made this guy lose his absolute mind. Okay? Diving back into this article over here, the controversy surrounding the show appears to stem from social media posts shared by Merauder vocalist Jorge Rosado. Okay, jumping back out of the article. Now, I reached out to Real Life Presents and I asked what posts these were, and they kind of declined to show me what specific posts led to them pulling out of the gig. Instead, they just told me to go on social media and look at what they post. So, you know what? I'm not gonna do that right now because anybody can do that. I was looking for the specific posts that caused the promoter to pull out of the show, and they declined to share those with me. And that's okay, that's up to them, but I really don't have that specific information that I really wish I did. If you have that specific information, please comment down below. What were the specific posts that Jorge made that led to this decision of Real Life Presents pulling out of this show? I'm not trying to criticize Real Life Presents, I just want to tell the entire story, you know? Because Jorge Rosado's crash out is not something that I endorse, okay? This guy's behavior is very, very sad. I'd cancel him if I had him booked just based on his little video over here that we're about to watch, okay? It's extremely sad, and I'd be canceling the show for his own good, for his own safety. Like, Grandpa, it's not safe for you out here. It's a little bit past dark. It might be time to take your meds and go to bed, you know, that kind of thing. It's just for his own safety. I'm just looking out for the elderly, bro. You shouldn't be out here causing a scene. Anyway, diving back into the article, Rosado's Instagram profile reportedly includes several reposted videos featuring controversial views related to religion, sexual identity, and other topics. Those posts are said to have drawn renewed pushback online amid the band's overseas touring. Yeah, have you ever heard this Jorge guy talk freely? It is not a fun time, dude. This guy says so many, as Elon Musk would put it, forbidden words. This guy is full of forbidden words, and he's allowed to say them, okay? He tells you he's allowed to say all these forbidden words because of how he grew up and where he grew up and how tough he is. And he's from the streets, so he can say street words. Like Rosado. Dude, Jorge, get it together, bro. Say these things with your homies in, like, I don't know, a locker room somewhere. Coming onto the internet to say all those forbidden words and then to double down on them. Pretty fucking cringe. And this whole situation that we're talking about today could be summed up the same way, man. Anyway, Real Life Presents, after pulling out of the show, they shared this statement over here, which I will read right now. Again, I reached out to this promotion and they declined to provide a statement and they declined any clarification whatsoever. So that's fine. And the reason why they said that they weren't going to give me any information or whatever is because they didn't want me to do a story about it in the first place. All right, I guess you're trying to impede journalism, public interest, but that's fine. That's your right. You don't have to tell me any information. You don't have to provide any clarity. It just would have helped this story a whole lot, and maybe would have even helped you out a whole lot. But either way, just because I didn't get that part of the story, I'm still on Real Life Presents' side, 100%. I just wanted clarification and maybe a little bit more information. A statement would have been great in helping tell this story in full. Anyway, here's what they said after pulling out of the show. Quote, "We will no longer be promoting the Merauder show tomorrow. Like quite a lot of you, we booked this show in good faith and have been shocked by events in the last day or so." Again, I don't know what these events are. I wish I had the specific events that these guys were shocked by so I could help tell this story. We don't get any clarification of what these events that were so shocking were. They were probably just really bad posts, which I wouldn't endorse, okay? Like super far right, maybe libertarian type stuff, you know? And whatever, dude. I don't know. I wish I did so I could have a full opinion on what's going on here. Not having all of this information really is stopping me from giving you the editorializing that I wish I could. But in order to have a fully fleshed out opinion, I would need to know what these posts were so I could judge if it was adequate enough reason to pull from this show. But either way, they didn't pull Merauder. There was no freedom of speech impeded. He still got to go ahead and play the show. I have no idea why this is such a big drama. But Jorge, he fucking crashed out like crazy, and that's why I'm here over a week later, man. This guy's a legend in the hardcore scene, and he's just crashing out on the internet like everybody's most cringe uncle. Diving back in. We try to make these shows as welcoming a space as possible across races, genders, and spiritualities, both on stage and off. And I'm forever impossibly grateful for the trust we get across the wider community in trying to do that. It's mortifying to me that we ended up in this situation. We have agreed with New Cross Live to donate the share of profits to Stop Hate UK and Gendered Intelligence. Jumping back out of this statement here really quick, I love that. That is amazing. That is great. I am so on your side. Real Life Presents. I just wanted more information. Oh, God. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You have the right to hold those cards close to your chest. I'm with you. I'm with you. And it seems to me, based on context clues, that these posts that were shared by Jorge and his band had something to do with transgenderism and also had something to do with other kinds of hate. So it's great. It's amazing that they're donating the money from this to these charities and to these organizations. Fully endorse that. That is awesome. Diving back in. Quote, "I will provide the full amounts and payment proofs after the show is settled. I will also add these donations out of my own pocket at the end of the month. I don't believe that this will undo any offense. However, I hope that people are able to recognize that this was intended to be a show of solidarity and an apology to those disparaged in this." And yeah, dude, I know, I don't know why it even came to this. I have no idea. I have no idea. I wish I had the posts. I wish I knew what this was all based off of so I could have a fully fleshed out opinion. I want to be on your side 100%, but I just don't know. But what I do know is crashing out on the internet is not how you would respond to this, okay? That is my expertise. That is my field of expertise, rather, okay? I know a crash out when I see it, and I know how to break it down. So after this promoter dropped from this event and Merauder still got to play it, the next day, Jorge Rosado got to his phone and nobody was like, hey man, maybe you should put that thing away. I don't know if this guy has friends in his corner or just sycophants. Because if this guy had any real friends, they should have taken that phone away from him and been like, maybe not this time, Grandpa. Maybe you shouldn't be saying all this sort of stuff. But we're going to listen to him in full. We're going to get the entire context. No pauses. There won't be any excuse for anybody to say anything that I clipped them out of context. No, not around here. Today, we're watching this entire thing all the way through. That's how it's gonna happen. And so sorry, this guy yaps and flaps his gums for so long, dude. For so long. I would play it on 2x speed for the sake of brevity and levity, but for the sake of context, we're gonna listen to him in full. Open your ears, get all the context. Here it comes. Roll it.
I'm just gonna smile real quick because I gotta smile. I just can't stop laughing. What's going on, people? We're here. We're in London, and the show's gonna go on, and everybody. And I'm just gonna start off with that because shout out to Manchester. Oh my God, what a show! And what's the other one called? Wrexham?
Brighton last night.
Brighton? I didn't even get to Brighton yet, man. What was it? Wrexham, right?
Wrexham, yeah.
How's it say it?
Wrexham.
Well, Wrexham wrecked it. I know you guys didn't have much of a popularity for having shows, but yeah. So, but I want to say something real quick. I don't have to even say nothing, but I feel like I should for the new jacks, for the newcomers, for the people who are up in the head by frequencies from the internet because they don't know shit about the world. They never leave their house. They're all day little that can't bring nothing to the world but try to disrupt some shit, like what Malcolm X said, and I hate to say it, I don't want people to get offended, but you can get offended by it. If you're that, then you're gonna get offended by it. But you white liberals are as out of control. You're worse than the motherfucking Malcolm X said this years ago. Tons of people have said this years ago, and you're living up to the name. God bless you, people. We need you here to let the rest of the world know how stupid and full of shit and how contradicting and you all shot yourselves in the foot. You know that, right? And my history and my reputation speaks for itself, man. And I don't give a about the left. I don't give a about the right. I'm gonna say it once again. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a I'm a revolutionist. All that shit and all these bullshit government agendas with George Lou. I don't give a about people who are already taken care of. So let me show you. And you know what? I'm gonna out it because I put it on my personal page. So you think I'm hiding anything, motherfucker? Does it look like I'm hiding anything, you stupid on this? Huh? Bunch of sucking huh? Society sucking assholes. You people talk so much shit, you became everything you hate. But you know nothing. You don't do your homework. You don't go down the rabbit hole. You're living a little white. I don't want nobody to get offended by this. But there's people out here in this country right now who work for this. But there's motherfuckers who are living off of mommy and daddy's wealth. And let me tell you something. I'm brown, cabrón. Yo soy cabrón. Yo soy un cabrón latino, motherfucker. I'm pro-Palestine, I'm pro-Latino, I'm pro-indigenous people, I'm pro-black. If you look at my history for the last 30 something years, you see that. But every time I speak about black issues and brown issues, everybody shuts the up because y'all don't want to hear that. You want to, I left a joke post, right? But I stand on shit. I don't give a what you do with your life. Your sexual preferences is your own business. But when y'all started going to schools, And let me tell you, that's not the same people. Ever since you got the flag, let me tell you, and I'm not dissing, I'm just saying a lot of people that shouldn't be exposing themselves, expose themselves and hit under there and targeted children. That's why I put my foot down. People make their own choices in life, but people need to grow up and learn about life and live life and make their own choices. And whatever your choice is in life, it's fine with me. As long as you're happy, I'll back you on that. As long as you're living a happy life, you're not miserable. I got family that's like that. I got friends that's like that. I just did business with people like that. We just had a great conversation backstage. Stop your bullshit. Stop your bullshit. Yeah, not for nothing. There's good and bad people and everything. Just because you claim something doesn't make you a good person or a victim. All right? Shut the up, because you look at the statistics. Look at the criminal records. Look at the people who commit crimes. Everybody does them. White, black, straight, gay. It doesn't matter who. Fat, skinny, midgets. Midgets commit crime. Midgets commit crime, motherfucker. Women commit crime. This shit is not a. You generalize shit. So you're calling yourself liberal with a fucking fascist mentality. Generalize. Like you know something. How old are you, motherfucker? And that fat piece of shit in Germany who talks shit about my mother, fuck you. Because I will sue you, fucking fat fuck you, you motherfucker. You want to talk shit? You curse my mother out. Oh, my mother has Lou Gehrig's disease, you piece of shit. She's already dying, and it's none of your fucking business. All right, you piece of shit. So right when you talk about my mother, I'll call you whatever the fuck I want to call you. And when people targeted children, I call them whatever the fuck I want to call them. You already forfeited your life and forfeited your rights. When you target defenseless people that have nothing to do with nothing because you don't know shit, fuck you. You're going to be surprised. One day you're going to be tattooing, and I might sit in that tattoo chair right next to you, homie. Yeah, it's a small world. Don't think it's that big, motherfucker. I got money and I got time. So, yeah. So, you. You talk about my mother, yours. How about that? Your mother. Huh? You probably still sucking her, you piece of shit. So, you. Yeah, and that stupid talking shit. You too. I made a point and you said nothing. All you did is, you're a loser. And once again, I made a point. All right? So, you. Yeah, we did a screwdriver cover. Yeah, we played it in public, you stupid motherfucker. 20-something years ago, a fucking Latino, Asian dude on stage. That was a joke. You don't get the fucking joke, idiot? You know? And we're the ones who chased all the Nazis. We're the ones who put in all the work. It's on paper. There's a book. There's a book on it. There's a book. They wrote a book about us. Yeah. We're the ones who did all that. We people cry, fascist people. There ain't no fascist people. The only fascist people is you. You're the fascist trying to push some ideology that you learn on the internet onto people who've been around the block more than you. You haven't even gotten foot out of your house yet. I've been around this world a bunch of times. I've spoken to people all around the world. You know, I don't give a about none of that. Yeah. So you. You know what I'm more about? I'm about freeing Palestine, freeing Puerto Rico from the imperialism bullshit going on. Now they want to chop down my island, kill the ecosystem, and push my people out there. I don't hear you motherfuckers talking shit about that. I don't hear you talking about the people in Africa who are being victimized and shit by other people. I don't hear you talking about that. I don't hear you talking about the Amazon Indians who are being shot and killed and they're for the rainforest to be chopped down. Our air supply, you stupid motherfucker. Without no world, there ain't nothing, you stupid Yeah, I got bigger issues and bigger things to worry about. You got small, dumb shit. You're running around in circles. You ain't getting nothing done. You, because I want to elevate and I want to push bigger and bigger, stronger problems. And yet, you know what? We can laugh at things. I laugh at myself. I make jokes about everything. Every now and then you need to laugh at yourself, motherfucker. You know, but this is life. Live it, motherfucker. Don't talk shit about motherfuckers who are fucking doing a service to you. Because the day you out in the street getting jumped, motherfucker, because I got history that. And a lot of motherfuckers out there where Jorge came to the help. Jorge came to... I'm the only... I'm pro... Yo, bro. I've said so much anti-white to the point that I don't want to offend any of my friends because I know any of my white friends have nothing to do with all this political shit. I'm talking about them. But you fucking idiot. Call me in... Yo, I'm a... That's great. Hey, you know what? I'm a Puerto Rican now. Yo, the Potsy. I'm a Potsy. Call me Potsy from now on. stupid ass motherfucker. That's some stupid ass shit. It's ridiculous, man. Grow some fucking balls. You people that got nothing to, you know what it is, man? It's a lot of rich kids talking a lot of bullshit. You got simple fucking lives and you have nothing. You have all this hate and resentment towards your parents or shit that went on in your life. You don't know who to challenge it. You don't know where to challenge it. And you're looking and nitpicking and you take one little word out of a whole fucking paragraph of shit because you won't even read it because you don't care about what people say. You're just looking for who cares? Your feelings is hurt? Don't come to the show. Don't come to the show. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Don't come to the show. You're the one that's going to miss out. Not me. Don't come to the show. I got 35 years experience. I've never once had to fucking worry about shit like this. I'm pro-people. I'm not pro-agenda. Big difference. I'm pro-people, not pro-agenda. I've always been that. My wife is Jewish. I had black girlfriends. That don't mean shit to me. I'm Latino. I'm a mixed motherfucker. I grew up on black and indigenous culture. So being friendly to white stuff wasn't really my forte. But I was more of a racist towards white people as a kid. Yeah. Not until I got into hardcore and saw that there was other white brothers and sisters out there in the same boat as me. That's when I realized this shit is for this being in this victimizing shit with a government victim. It's not about race. It's about fucking class. They're victimizing the poor, and we're poor. So you motherfuckers out here making it hard for us. You ain't. You made it harder for yourself. Because one day I will see you.
Dude, it just keeps going and going and going. There's no way that we're going to go through this again. But this is one of the best crash outs of all time. This guy goes on and on and on. He just takes a promoter dropping from one of his shows to go off on this insane tirade about everything that's on his mind, apparently. Holy shit, this thing has so many good one-liners, dude. Holy crap, dude. One of the best crash outs I've ever seen on the history of the internet. This is so crazy, man. Man, I don't care how legendary your band is. I don't care about any of that. If you're putting these kinds of crash outs onto the internet, holy crap, dude, you have to reevaluate a lot of stuff. This guy, let me remind you, got to play the show. Nothing went different in this guy's fucking whole tour. He still got to do it as planned, and he's still doing this crash out. Absolutely insane. One of the best lines in this is, I'm gonna sit down in the tattoo chair next to you. I have money. And then later on, he goes, we're poor. We're poor. I'm one of the poor people. Man, Jesus Christ, the amount of contradictions, the amount of forbidden words, the amount of just absolute lunacy in this tirade, in this crash out, in this meltdown is so funny, dude. It is absolutely so funny, and it's still up. He should be embarrassed. He really should be embarrassed, but God bless him, it's still up. All the comments are still there, so you gotta love to see that. At least he's taking it on the chin, because this is embarrassing, bro. But you see what I mean? It's late at night, and old people are acting crazy at night, man. Just take the phone away, take the medication, go lay down. You're losing your mind. You're absolutely spiraling right now. And anybody that just like knows human behavior can see that this is a spiral type situation, right? I know you got a lot of stuff on your mind, and I know you're angry at a lot of things, Jorge, and I know you want to say a lot of stuff to a lot of people. All the keyboard warriors, all the white liberals that you put it. Dude, tremendous. Tremendous. So many good one-liners. It comes from such a deranged, psychopathic, kind of conspiratorial kind of mind. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. He goes on about frequencies at one point, the frequencies of the internet. Oh, it's great. So if he ever deletes it, at least it's now archived right here, and you can always come back and watch it uninterrupted to get the beautiful one-liners out there. However, if you are coming to this video just for that part, I do suggest that you go watch his own video and leave a little comment. Go support his content over there. What I'm doing here is providing commentary to his behavior. Maybe a little bit of criticism along the way. But that's a Jorge crash out, man. That one almost tops the one from before. I don't remember the other one from before, at least line by line, like I remember this one now, but this is a good crash out, man. Among the best. And what makes it one of the best crash outs, dude, is that it's so sincere. It's so earnest. It doesn't have an ounce of irony to it whatsoever. He's just coming on here. He's just letting you know how angry he is, who he's angry at, what he's gonna do about it, how much more experienced he is than you, and yada, 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 yada. He goes on and on and on and on and on forever. And just when you think he's about to end it, another tirade comes. Wonderful. A masterclass. Anybody who's thinking about crashing out online and you need some inspiration, this is the guy to go to. This is how you learn how to do it. He did it right. He doubled down and crashed out and didn't apologize for anything. Great. And he's like, I can't be racist. I know black people. I can't be racist. I'm mixed race. Dude, those aren't arguments. Those are like the famous non-arguments. Those are the things that people say that people make fun of when people say, you know? I can't be racist. I have a black friend. That's not how racism works, dog, man. And I'm not even here to claim that you're racist, but you did seem to say a lot of hateful, misguided stuff in that little tirade. The way that you seem to frame that people of the LGBTQ are targeting children is a little bit insane, dude. That's one of those conspiracies, one of those frequencies from the internet that you should be watching out for. Frequencies from the internet. Oh my God, white liberals. Oh, it's tremendous. It's tremendous. It's tremendous. It's Hall of Fame worthy. Like, I was planning on putting him in the Rogues Gallery. I was like, you know what? He's kind of an enemy of the channel. But that was very entertaining. That was tremendously entertaining from beginning to end. He knows how to captivate an audience with his crash outs. So I don't know if I want to put him in the Rogues Gallery. He was saying some really hateful stuff though, and some really misguided, horrible things. So I don't know, dude. Let's see here. Where should we put him? Where should we put him? Is he in the Rogues Gallery? Is he in the watch list? Yeah, nah. Yeah, he's an enemy. For sure. Jorge Rosado, enemy of the channel. I can't help it, dude. Sometimes I can't help myself. The Rogues Gallery grows yet again. And then in later videos, when anybody sees this Rogues Gallery and they ask, hey, what did Jorge do? Oh my God, let me tell you what Jorge did. Oh, I just wish I had those posts to be like, these were the posts that led to this promotion dropping out from the show, and that led to the Merauder guy just crashing out for like 10 minutes straight. God, that would have fucking really polished off this story, but I don't know what those specific posts were. Sure, I could pull up random, hypothetical, speculative posts, but anyone could do that. Doesn't help the story whatsoever. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Please remember to hit like and subscribe. Hype this video if you want. Send it out to some more people. Hit the share button. And most importantly, if you want to read my comic books, moshman.bigcartel.com. All right, see you later.